How these tiny drones save Ukraine from the Russia war. The latest news from Ukraine reads as though it came straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster. A group of Ukrainian drone operators on quad bikes ambushes Russian forces, bringing their convoy to a halt and forcing them to flee. Drone operators made up of IT specialists and enthusiasts modify and deploy their machines, emerging as unlikely heroes in the fight to keep their country alive. Welcome to Drone Zone, the channel that brings you the latest, most exciting news and info about drones. In today's video, we talk about the huge impact drones are making on the battlefield. So make sure to stay till the end of the video to know why experts think that drones are neutralizing Russia's air superiority. Despite the fact that it sounds like something out of a novel, drones are changing the balance of military combat. This was predicted by Michael Boyle, a researcher at Rutgers University Camden, in his 2020 book, The Drone Age: How Drone Technology Will Change War and Peace, published in 2020. An associate professor of political science called the development a game changer. Despite the fact that the two combatants in Ukraine are not on an equal military footing, you can see drones being deployed by both of them, and drones are helping to level the playing field in some ways. The most important lesson we're learning in Ukraine, according to Boyle, is that drone use has evolved dramatically from where it was 10 years ago, and that we must adapt to this new reality. At the time, only a few countries possessed the necessary technology, with the United States, Israel, and the United Kingdom possessing the largest fleets. The majority of the focus was on the use of drones by the US and Israel to kill terrorist operatives in specific locations. This happened in uncontested airspace where no aircraft were flying, but advances in drone technology have increased the number of times they've been used in contested airspace in recent years. According to Mr. Boyle's book, drones have the potential to democratize the airspace. They allow countries who would not otherwise be permitted to enter the airspace to do so. This war provides additional evidence in support of that claim. He claims that in addition to blunting Russian air superiority, a shift in the balance of drone use has occurred. While Ukraine used its drone fleet to target Russian soldiers, it has also used them to limit Russia's mobility and make it more difficult for its forces to maneuver on the battlefield. Drones can scout out an area without being noticed, he claims. As a result, you can use artillery and ground forces weaponry with greater precision. Both sides use drones for protective monitoring as well as tactical reconnaissance. While Russia appears to have a larger drone fleet on paper, with a large number of fixed-wing drones that resemble small planes, Ukraine is making good use of its drone arsenal, which includes commercial drones modified for their needs. These are models that you and I can buy from Best Buy, Boyle says. If commercial drones have the ability to look down the road, they can be used just as efficiently as military drones. If you've made it this far, please subscribe and leave a like before we get to the actual drones deployed by Ukraine. Ukraine also has military-grade drones from Turkey, one of the world's leading sellers of military drones. The Turkish government provided Ukraine with their Bayraktar TB2 reconnaissance and attack drone, which is extremely agile due to its wing body design and inverted V-tail construction. A variable pitch two-blade propeller generates the thrust required for flight in an attack configuration. The propeller at the tail is powered by an internal combustion engine housed within the aircraft's body. The monocoque platform is modular with detachable components such as the wing, tail boom, and V-tails. The main component of the fuselage is a carbon fiber composite with machined aluminium parts at critical intersections. To keep the engine running smoothly, fuel is stored in bladder tanks and solenoid valves regulate fuel use. The Ground Control Station, or GCS, is based on a NATO spec shelter unit and features redundant command and control systems that can be activated and deactivated as needed. The mobile unit can carry 3 people: the pilot, the payload operator, and the mission commander. The Ground Control Station has redundant air conditioners and a nuclear, biological, and chemical filtration system. The shelter's hardware is kept in a series of stacked cabinets where each operator is provided with 2 screens as well as the operator interface software, which allows him or her to command, control, and monitor the system in real time. The TB2 is equipped with 6 aerial vehicle platforms, 2 ground control stations, 3 ground data terminals or GDTs, 2 remote video terminals or RVTs, and ground support equipment. For maximum redundancy, each aerial platform is outfitted with 3 avionics systems. The platform's cross-redundant architecture allows the pilot, payload operator, and mission commander to all control and monitor the ground control system at the same time. Boyle also continued to discuss the American Switchblade drones, which are commonly referred to as suicide drones. Switchblade drones, he claims, are loitering munitions loaded with explosives and designed to hit targets with razor-sharp accuracy. He explained that instead of launching a missile, the drone acts as the missile itself. Once it is locked onto a target, it dives towards it and bursts. As a result of this, Ukraine has been able to conduct targeted strikes against groups, people, or fixed positions. The Switchblade is a suicide drone that explodes when it comes into contact with its target. Since it was secretly brought to Afghanistan in 2010 for use against the Taliban, the dive-bombing Switchblade drone manufactured by AeroVironment Incorporated has been a standard in the arsenal of U.S. Army worldwide. Officials in the Army have referred to it as a flying shotgun. It's less than 24 inches long and weighs approximately 6 pounds. According to a senior U.S. defense official, the drone that the U.S. will use is a powerful weapon that will strike with great force. It's small enough to fit in a bag and can be purchased for as little as $6,000. This drone can travel at a top speed of 63 miles per hour and provides operators with real-time video downlinks for a centralized view of the operation area. The Switchblade also has wave-off capabilities, allowing it to change targets while flying. The Switchblade is available in two models. There is a Series 300 model, drones weighing 3.3 pounds that are designed to attack people and small vehicles. According to an information sheet provided by the manufacturer AeroVironment Incorporated, they have a range of about 6 miles and can hover over a target for about 15 minutes. A larger Switchblade 600 drone is also available, weighing 50 pounds or 23 kilograms, is man-portable and can be set up in 10 minutes. It's intended to fly 40 kilometers or 25 miles in 20 minutes and then hover for another 20 minutes, for a total range of 80 kilometers or 50 miles. With a top speed of 115 miles per hour, it neutralizes armored vehicles, employs an anti-tank guided missile or ATGM warhead based on the FGM-148 Javelin. The munition can be fired manually or automatically using a tablet-based touchscreen firing control system. To secure the system, it also includes a proprietary wave-off feature, built-in encrypted data lines, and a selective availability anti-spoofing module. A pocket digital data connection or DDL module is available as an alternative, allowing engagements to extend beyond 90 kilometers. Boyle claimed that weaker regimes with hostile neighbors have discovered that controlling a drone fleet should be their primary focus. Furthermore, you don't have to spend a lot of money in order to buy something very advanced. You don't need to have ideal drones, you just need good enough drones, he says. This could be enough to thwart your opponent's plans. He went on to say that while Ukraine will not be able to win the war solely through the use of drones, it will be able to prevent Russia from expanding. This could buy the US just enough time to bring Russia to the negotiating table. You've transformed the conflict into an attrition war, he says. I believe that is the most accurate assessment of what Ukraine has done. Another type of drone being considered for deployment in Ukraine is the MQ-9 Reaper. The Mitchell Institute for Aerospace Studies dean has proposed that General Atomics supply Ukraine with MQ-1 Grey Eagles and MQ-9 Reapers, as well as train the Ukrainian military to use the drones for strikes or reconnaissance and sustainment. He stated in an email dated March 17th that a complete Grey Eagle MQ-1 system may be deployed to a neighboring nation for training within a week. The Grey Eagle MQ-1 has automated takeoff and landing capabilities and does not require pilot certification. It can also be controlled by a laptop computer rather than a traditional ground control station, making the logistics of establishing a base simpler. For transport to Ukraine, a standard container could be used. After deployment, the aircraft can be quickly disassembled and reassembled. To sustain 1 to 2 aircraft on daily 20-plus hour sorties, a team of at least 4 aircraft and sensor operators, as well as at least 4 maintainers, would be required. That's it for today's video. Let me know if you think drones actually changed how wars are fought, or if they're not suitable due to their many civilian casualties. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video just like I've enjoyed making it, and make sure to comment with any future videos that you're interested in watching. I'll be seeing you all soon, but until then, watch this video to learn more about the Ukrainian Terminator drones, and as always, subscribe or crash.